2020. Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg hoping for another big night here. Elizabeth Warren looking for a home field advantage back in New England. Amy Klobuchar hoping her debate performance will pay off tonight. And news coming in on Joe Biden tonight. He's left New Hampshire, where he's headed already. Mike Bloomberg making news here in New Hampshire, not even on the ballot, but making headlines tonight with the first votes cast. And also facing new criticism tonight amid audio that has surfaced of Bloomberg on the controversial policy of stop and frisk, and you'll hear it. Also breaking tonight, President Trump denying he asked the Attorney General to step in the Roger Stone case after the president criticized the harsh sentence requested by federal prosecutors. Tonight, we've learned 4 prosecutors now withdrawing from the case. The coronavirus tonight, the deadliest 24 hours yet, 108 deaths in a single day. And tonight, the cruise ship nightmare. We take you inside the room with an American couple, retirees, allowed fresh air only every 4 days. And tonight, he's now come down with a fever. The major storm and flood concerns this evening from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania. The stunning allegations the college student's father, who authorities say moved into his daughter's dorm room and allegedly preyed on her friends. Tonight, among the charges, sex trafficking and forced labor. The desperate search for a missing 6-year-old girl last seen getting off the school bus, authorities just moments ago. And just in tonight, actor Jussie Smollett, indicted by special prosecutors in Chicago.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from Manchester, New Hampshire.
And good evening as we come on the air tonight from New Hampshire. The stakes are enormous tonight for the Democrats, all looking to break through here after the chaos in Iowa. This is the first in the nation primary. The candidates each making their case here that they are best suited to take on President Trump. Voters waiting for the polls to open early this morning, lining up all day long in school gymnasiums. Bernie Sanders hoping for a repeat performance in New Hampshire after his win here 4 years ago. Pete Buttigieg hoping to build on momentum from Iowa. Amy Klobuchar drawing her biggest crowds yet after her performance in the ABC News debate Friday night. Elizabeth Warren from the neighboring state of Massachusetts hoping to make a move. And Joe Biden. Tonight, he's left New Hampshire already for South Carolina. And just in tonight, what the exit polls are revealing already. Asked, when did you decide? 48% said today or in the last few days. That's nearly half saying they just made up their minds. And when they were asked how important was Friday's debate, 71% said it was a factor in their decision. And when asked their priority, a candidate who can beat Donald Trump or one who agrees with them on the issues, 62% said beating the president. So right there, the first snapshots coming in at this hour as the candidates and their supporters now await the results tonight. ABC's Mary Bruce leading us off.
He's the candidate to beat here in New Hampshire.
Senator, how you feeling?
Great. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Today, Senator Bernie Sanders out rallying his supporters, hoping for a repeat of 2016 when he won this state by 22 points.
We have a chance to do really, really well here.
The senator now fending off mounting attacks from one of his rivals. Pete Buttigieg declaring it would be, quote, very difficult for Sanders to beat Donald Trump. Today, the former South Bend mayor raising the roof and riding momentum from his strong finish in Iowa.
Mr. Mayor, you going to win here today?
We think so. It feels fantastic.
Mr. Biden, why aren't you staying in New Hampshire tonight?
But one candidate isn't waiting around to see the results.
We're still mildly hopeful here in New Hampshire, and we'll see what happens.
Former Vice President Joe Biden is already on his way to South Carolina, where he hopes his support among African Americans will deliver a much-needed win.
We're heading down to South Carolina. This is just the beginning. We have an entire nation to vote yet.
Other candidates are hoping a strong finish here will help them soar. Senator Amy Klobuchar is surging after her breakout debate performance. Overnight, she won the most votes in the tiny townships that cast the first ballots.
Something's happening here, and we just want to seize the moment, so I'm going to work my heart out all day.
Nice to see you again.
Someone who could use a shot of momentum, Senator Elizabeth Warren. She's hoping to shake up the race with a solid showing on her home turf.
So let's get right to Mary Bruce. She's with us live tonight here in Manchester, New Hampshire. And Mary, we saw those exit polls just a moment ago. So many voters making up their minds in just the last few days. And many of them indicated here in New Hampshire that they watched that debate Friday night and that some of them were, in fact, swayed by the performances they saw Friday night.
Yeah, David, these early numbers are showing that for many voters, this came down to a game-time decision, and that the debate may have encouraged them to give certain candidates a closer look, like Amy Klobuchar. David, she told me that the debate was a turning point for her, and one of the reasons why she thinks she's seeing this new surge in enthusiasm. David?
A fight to the finish right here in New Hampshire. Mary, thank you. Former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg made early headlines right here in New Hampshire today. Not even on the ballot here, but what he did that convinced some voters to go with him in Dixville Notch. Of course, the first town to report results, a tiny sliver of a sample, but part of the tradition here, and Bloomberg coming in first. But the former mayor is also being forced to respond tonight to audio that's newly surfaced. On the recording, you can hear Bloomberg talking about the controversial police practice called stop and frisk. Here's ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl tonight, also right here in New Hampshire.
Michael Bloomberg isn't even on the ballot here in New Hampshire, but he scored a PR coup by coming in first in the tiny, tiny town of Dixville Notch.
2, 1.
There are only 5 voters in Dixville Notch, and Bloomberg called most of them directly.
He called several of us and talked to us and answered questions.
After spending some $200 million on TV ads, Bloomberg is surging in national polls, even gaining support among African-American voters, up to 22% in one poll. But he is facing new criticism after a recording from 2015 surfaced of the former mayor defending his controversial stop and frisk policy. It gave police authority to detain people suspected of committing a crime and searching them for weapons. The targets, overwhelmingly black and Latino.
95% of your murderers and murder victims fit one MO. You can just take the description, Xerox it, and pass it out to all the cops. They are male, minorities, 15 to 25.
Bloomberg then bluntly described his policy.
We put all the cops in the minority neighborhoods. Yes, that's true. Why we do it? Because that's where all the crime is. And the way you get the guns out of the kids' hands is to throw them against the wall and frisk them.
Today, one of Bloomberg's Democratic opponents took aim.
Some people are saying it flatly it's racist. What's your take?
Well, yeah, certainly any law enforcement strategy that seems to regard people as profile rather than as human beings, especially seeing how this has disproportionately impacted black and brown Americans, is something that just has no place in an equitable future.
Even President Trump tweeted out the audio with the caption, "Wow, Bloomberg is a total racist," before deleting the tweet, although Trump himself has repeatedly promoted stop and frisk.
It worked very well in New York. It brought the crime rate way down.
Bloomberg himself apologized for his policy months ago, just after launching his presidential campaign.
I now see that we could and should have acted sooner and acted faster to cut the stops. I wish we had. I'm sorry that we didn't.
So let's get to John Karl, also with us live tonight right here in New Hampshire. And we saw you were with Pete Buttigieg early today. Now you're at headquarters right there in Nashua. You caught up with the mayor. He's already seizing on that audio. What's the reaction tonight from Team Bloomberg?
Well, the Bloomberg campaign has put out a statement from the mayor noting that he had previously apologized for how he handled stop and frisk as mayor. But, David, he offered no apology for his words. And in fact, he spent most of the statement he released on this today attacking Donald Trump, saying to the president, quote, "I will do everything I can to defeat you." David?
John Karl with us tonight as well. Our thanks to you, John, and our entire political team right here in New Hampshire. It is going to be a very important night for the Democrats as this race moves forward, and we will bring you the results as they come in. Live coverage right here on ABC and on ABC News Live. In the meantime, to the breaking news tonight involving President Trump, a stunning reversal in the sentencing recommendation for Trump confidant Roger Stone. Prosecutors had recommended 7 to 9 years for Stone's 7-count conviction in the Mueller investigation. But just 24 hours later, and after criticism from President Trump, the Department of Justice called that sentencing request, quote, extreme and excessive. Tonight, 4 federal prosecutors have now withdrawn from the case amid questions who was involved in this sudden shift. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, now.
Tonight, at least 4 prosecutors stepping down from the Roger Stone case after a dramatic decision to overrule their recommendation that he spend 7 to 9 years in prison. The stunning rebuke from the Justice Department leadership came just hours after President Trump tweeted that the prosecutor's suggested sentence for Stone was, quote, horrible and very unfair, a miscarriage of justice.
For the Attorney General to step in this way, at this point, is practically unheard of.
A defiant Roger Stone was convicted last year of lying to Congress, witness tampering, and obstructing a congressional investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election.
I believe this is a politically motivated investigation.
Prosecutors on Monday recommended a lengthy sentence, arguing Stone tampered with a witness for months. But a Justice Department official says leadership was blinded by prosecutors, calling their recommendation extreme and excessive. The department says the decision to reverse the recommendation came before the president's tweet, insisting there was no White House involvement.
No, I didn't speak to the justice. I'd be able to do it if I wanted. I have the absolute right to do it. I stay out of things to a degree that people wouldn't believe, but I didn't speak to him.
And so Pierre Thomas joined us tonight from the Justice Department. And Pierre, the Justice Department late today, in fact, making its final recommendation now for the Stone sentencing?
David, that's right. They told the court that while the original recommendation was excessive, they do believe Stone should be incarcerated. They left it to the judge to decide, but tonight Democrats on Capitol Hill are calling for an investigation. David?
Pierre Thomas tonight. Pierre, thank you. And we're going to turn next year to the coronavirus emergency and the deadliest 24 hours yet. This number tonight, 108 people have now died in a single day. And tonight, the American couple, retirees trapped on a cruise ship. The husband who has come down with a fever. They are among the thousands on that cruise ship right off the coast of Japan, confined to their rooms. They have no windows, allowed to get air on an upper deck just once every 4 days. So tonight here, we hear from that husband and wife, and it's a terrifying portrait of what's playing out for so many. ABC's Maggie Rulli from Japan again tonight.
Tonight, fear and frustration building on that cruise ship off the coast of Japan.
We haven't been feeling, our appetite has gone away.
Melanie and John Herring take us inside their cabin where they've been trapped without a window.
How you feeling?
Good. Getting access to fresh air just once every 4 days.
This is the first time we've been outside with sun, and it's beautiful.
But on day 7 of their quarantine, their worst fear, the couple telling us John has a fever.
He got a great big bucket of ice, and we're doing cold compresses on John. His fever is now 103 again, just trying to keep him cool and comfortable.
The virus today given an official name, COVID-19. It's infected over 43,000 and killed more than 1,000 people, nearly all cases in China. In the U.S., the 13th confirmed case of the virus. A passenger quarantined on base in Miramar in California has now tested positive. But tonight, a bright spot. Nearly 200 Americans under quarantine since flying in from Wuhan 2 weeks ago are now free to go home. Protective masks tossed in the air in celebration at March Air Reserve Base.
I'm very grateful to be cleared and headed home.
And we do have a bit of good news about that couple on board this ship. Melanie tells us her husband's fever has broke, but she says he still feels sick and he still has not been tested for that virus. David?
The fact that the fever is now broken is favorable. And Maggie, thanks for sharing that with us. We move on to the other news, the desperate search for a missing 6-year-old girl near Columbia, South Carolina tonight. Authorities say Faye Swetlick disappeared shortly after stepping off her school bus, last seen playing in front of her home. Police asking neighbors to search security videos for anything that may help in the search. And authorities made a point late today to say that the girl's mother, father, and the mother's boyfriend are all cooperating in the case. We turn next to the allegations involving a college student's father. He's accused of preying on his daughter's friends at Sarah Lawrence College. Authorities say he moved into her dorm room, and tonight among the charges now sex trafficking and extortion. Here's ABC's Diane Macedo.
Tonight, federal agents call it a crime that shocks the conscience. 60-year-old Larry Ray accused of manipulating his daughter's college classmates, committing extortion, forced labor, and even sex trafficking.
The conduct alleged here is outrageous. Makes you angry. If you're not angry, you don't have a soul.
According to the indictment, it started in 2010 when Ray got out of prison and moved into his daughter's dorm room at Sarah Lawrence College in Westchester, New York. Prosecutors say he started convincing his daughter's roommates they were broken and in need of fixing.
It was here that he laid the groundwork for psychological conditioning that would eventually lead these young adults to become unwitting victims.
Prosecutors say he made up lies about his victims, coerced their false confessions, then used those confessions to extort roughly